obviously for your own well-being, fine. But who do you feel more comfortable with? Me, Jamaica, and then, you know, with Dustin and Amber as well? Or Nick and Danielle?
That's why I told you. That's what I said to myself.
I'm saying, but if that's the case, then why shouldn't we say something to stop it?
To stop what?
Because what do you need to protect yourself with the two of them for? They have 1 week in power.
I know.
We need to protect me. We don't need to protect them.
That's why I told you.
I understand that, but I'm saying there still needs to be, we gotta do something about it. We can't just...
Well, here's the deal. We don't need to do anything about it until after the POV, right?
Well, you guys need to stand up there at some point when they pull you aside for these things and say, I've thought about it, and there's absolutely fucking no way. I've talked to him about it. He's as genuine and sincere as he's ever been. He didn't like Nick. I'm sorry that you guys liked Nick and he didn't.
Okay.
But he wanted Nick out of the house, and he would not even fucking risk it for a second that this is the case. And we don't support this. If you put him up, he's going to stay, and you're going to be wasting your head of house all week. So don't even waste your time. You're going to end up sending yourselves out of the game if you do this. If you do this, you are going to go up next week.
Okay.
And Jamaica has to do the same, and Dustin and Amber have to do the same.
Well, I haven't told Jamaica. I haven't told anyone.
if or when this...
I don't think they're going to tell anyone else. I think they're just going to do me.
Why?
Why would they?
Why would they tell
because
you?
If they told... Because they're trying to get me on their side. They think I'm stupid like Zach. They have Zach on their side. Then they'll pull me. Then they get Jen off the block. That's 4 votes. 4 votes is all you need this week to get someone evicted. If they pull Jen off, Jen will vote the way that they want. If they pull me over, then they have 2. Then they have Zach and they have Dick.
No, okay. I'm not going to sit here and freak out over it. If you had your choice of me, Jamaica, Dustin and Amber, or Zach and Dick and Danielle, I think you know which way is better off for you.
And that's why I told you.
I really appreciate it. You're getting upset that you told me.
It's not that I'm getting upset. It's like, I knew I was going to get pulled into drama sometime, and guess what? It's happening.
It's not your fault.
No. Well, yeah. It's because I'm friends with you. I should have just been a loner. No,
But why would they tell the person who's perceived as being my closest friend? What would they stand to gain from that?
They're trying to get the votes already. I don't know, maybe they thought I would tell you and that you would freak out.
And then what would that do? Then they wouldn't be able to trust me or you?
Yeah. Then they could put either one of us up.
That would be great. And then we'll stay and they'll go up next week. This is all payback for Nick going up.
Yes, it is.
And if they wanted him to stay so badly, they could have voted for him to stay.
One of the other things I tried to justify it with, that it was you, is that you were the one who always brought up Nick's name, blah, 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 to go.
So?
So you're the one, you're the one.
I do want Nick out.
Right, but then,
and we didn't get him, they didn't put him up the first week, so they put him up the second week.
Mm-hmm. And that way, if you did the vote, that it wouldn't be obvious. You know what I mean? Like if you were the one that, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. Of course I'm going to be mad about this. Not at you, at them.
I know. Dustin thinks it's him that's going up because he's the one who put up Nick.
Well, Jamaica's freaking out too.
She is?
Yeah. Because he's going around telling people everyone has secret alliances with Kale.
Which, yeah.
Well, that part of it is fucking insane. When is it that I'm having these conversations with Kale, Jen, and Zach, who I'm so... And Mike.
You only have them
really
with Jen.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And Dick will sit out here all day, every day, and say...
They're not going to tell anyone that they're considering you. They already told me that. So.
Why do you think that is?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because they
don't want anyone to know.
Yeah, because I have far and away more support in the house than they do. It's a horrible fucking move.
Okay, well...
They'll rot in their own fucking graves if they try this shit. I'm so fucking pissed.
So, pretty much we know HOH next week is going to be questioned, so you can win.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
What a fucking piece of shit. He'll sit in here until he's blue in the fucking face and say, you know, man, you were the first person who talked to me in this house. You gave me great advice, and it'll be us to the end. And, you know, me and my daughter, and I know you're close with Jessica, and she's a cool girl, so, yeah, she can be a part of it, too, and blah, 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 blah. And have I ever accepted this? Have I ever said, this is a good idea? No, never, because I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm fucking doing, nor do I trust them at all. And he'll fucking sit here, and then he'll say, you're my number one, you're my number one, this one's my number one, this one's my number one. Who's he fucking kidding? What we need to do is sit down, Dustin, Amber, and Jamaica, explain to him, listen, Dustin, he came to me and said he's doing you. He said, Jamaica, you're using the veto for this reason and you're up to this. Came to Jessica and said he's going to put me up. Danielle accused Amber of it being her. We have to just...
Accused of being what?
Right after the
being
fucking
a
thing,
vote?
she got off the thing and said, it was you, wasn't it? Yeah. We need to sit down, the five of us, and say, this is what he's doing. He's not running the show. We're not going to let him run the fucking show. Let him think he's running the fucking show. But he's full of shit. He's telling us all what he thinks we want to hear. He's telling us all where he's number one and we're all going to the end. And it's not going to fucking fly. And they want me to have conversations with Jen. I'll be happy to. Jen will sit down with the five of us and I'll tell her everything.
Yeah.
And I'll tell her, Jen, this is what they're going to fucking try to do, and they fucking bullshit. I told you that Jen wanted to be with me, you, and Jamaica as well.
Which is fine. She's really good.
She's good, and she's hated. And would never win a final vote. And would be easy to throw out as a fourth when it was the three of us and her.
Yeah.
I'll say this is the fucking deal they made. These are their intentions. They want to put up me or Dustin or Jamaica or whoever. You know, we're sick of their shit. We all see the way he treats you. We all see the way he treats all of us. Let's not give him his way. And whoever wins, they'll go up next week. And they've made their bed and they can lie in it themselves. The guy has a lot of fucking balls. You know, I had a feeling. I actually had a feeling about
I
it.
wondered if you did.
I had a fucking feeling. He was acting like a sketchy asshole. He's calling meetings in the head of household room now also.
Meetings?
I'm saying he's calling you up and pulling you in like is he running it? I thought Danielle loved me. I thought I was just the greatest guy. And not that I'm going to pull a Nick making some sort of speech and making an ass of myself, but the thing that bothers me the most about this is that you now have to sit here and have doubts about me because there's
I don't have doubts about you. That's why I told you.
You don't need to, and I don't want you to.
I don't. You were nice to me when you thought I was a robot. I believe you.
And on the first day.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
On the first day.
Well, yeah, I thought you were a robot for a while. It was only recently that I was seeing some human qualities.